Morris and Marcus Rogers Jr. with the DRSCCA Summer Porsche Challenge at Spa. Jumping right into qualifying here. We got about 18 minutes left. We're looking at Ryan Carwile in the number 71 right now. Had a pretty quick lap in practice earlier today, so we'll see what place he can pull off right here. Had a little technical issue there with the screen, but now we are back.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, we are a little bit more than halfway through qualifying here. Looks like our pole sitter at the moment is Kevin Rold with Brennan Latta, 0.13 seconds behind him. Kevin Rhodes sets a new fastest lap of a 18.45 second. Jack Linter slides into P2. He's currently first position in the AM category.
First position in AM and ahead of many pro drivers as well for now.
Yes, a P2 starting position would be very nice for Jack Linter here. A driver that we are not able to talk about right now is Ryder Poe. He got a penalty 2 weeks ago and is not able to qualify for this race. So let's see if we can bring him up into the booth with us for a minute here. Hey Ryder, we've got you up in the booth. What do you think about like qualifying and everything? What's it going to be like starting in the back of the field here?
Well, obviously, there's a different load of skill level here in the series between AMs and pros, so you really got to figure out the stride and how different the people are in the back than the front, because they drive differently, or I wouldn't say differently, but I'd say less confidently from last experiences I've had there, which isn't a super big deal, but at the same time, you have to be warned because you're moving through the pack a lot, so.
Yeah, there's definitely, you're going to see a lot more action further back in the pack. You had a very fast lap in practice earlier today. What position do you think you could have qualified in here?
At the looks of it, I could have been 4th right now, maybe 5th. Yeah, 5th, but it really stinks because this is one of my good tracks and got a penalty, so I got to face the consequences. So.
Well, if you've got any luck on your side here tonight, you might be able to climb up into at least a top 10 position, because draft is going to be a pretty big part of this race with all the long straights. So good luck to you out there, Ryder. I'll send you back over into the paddock.
Thank you.
All right, Ryder Poe there is going to be starting in last place right now, is 18th position. He's going to try and work his way up through the pack tonight. We're going to see some good action. He's a fast driver, so he'll be weaving his way up through traffic. We should have a pretty fun race on our hands tonight.
Hopefully a race that's fun and clean at the same time.
Yeah, hopefully clean. There are many dive bomb opportunities, especially into this final corner here, turn 1, and the corner at the end of the long straight out of a Rouge.
Looking at the timing charts now, it seems that we have 2 AM drivers in the 2nd and 3rd position ahead of a long roster of pros. Do you think this is a common or uncommon sight for this car and track combination?
Oh, honestly, it's kind of a hard one to call. I mean, I've seen AM drivers with a lot of skill here, and it looks like, yeah, Beverly Hinkle in the number 6 car has moved up into P3. 0.84 seconds behind the leader, and it looks like he is currently ahead of the next AM driver behind him is starting in P10 as it stands, so he's got quite a large gap to that next driver, Christian Marin, I believe. I don't know, it's tough to say. He might have just got a good draft, or he might have been very fast through the whole track, so definitely going to be an interesting one to watch here. I'm going to definitely keep my eye on both Jack Linter and Beverly Hinkle through this race.
For sure. It seems as though they may be a threat for the overall win, let alone in their class.
Yeah, we definitely could have an AM class winner overall here tonight. Looks like most drivers are going to be coming to the white flag for qualifying here this lap. See if anybody can put anything up for Kevin Rold with a 0.77 second gap to P2. Kevin Rold with a new fastest lap, 2 minutes 17.91 seconds. A very, very fast lap there. Will put him in a very solid pole position, 1.31 seconds ahead of position 2.
That is an absolutely blistering time. That's rivaling some older GT3 machinery.
Yeah, it is for sure a very, very quick lap in the Porsche Cup cars, as we can see with all of those timing differences on the timing tower on your left. And it looks like these are going to be the final qualifying results. See, we do still have a couple drivers out on track. Well, that's one way to end your qualifying session. Looks like we have 3 drivers, now 2 drivers left on track. And I believe that will wrap up our qualifying here. We should be getting ready to grid at any moment. And we are beginning to grid here. Going to have 1 lap to green. Kevin Roll jumps the start. That could be a drive-through penalty. And we're green. Kevin Roll, Jack Linter looking to get P1. Jack Linter takes P1 in. We have a crash.
We have someone hard into the wall.
We'll have to go watch that back. But at the moment, it looks like Kevin Roll is losing P2, or he's fighting for it at least. Jack Linter takes the lead on lap 1. Beverly Hinkle putting a lot of pressure on Kevin Roll for P2.
Oh,
Kevin
and another
Roll
spin.
Gets into Beverly Hinkle. Beverly Hinkle is around, and that is going to cost him big time. Not the way Hinkle wanted to start off his race here. He was battling for a essentially win almost. He was battling for the lead up there, and things just went downhill and took a turn for the worst.
Oh, that is very unfortunate.
Wow, very dramatic first lap already. Jack Linter takes the lead and is already running away with it. Almost 2-second gap, I'd say. Hayden Saka charged forward from 6th place all the way up into 2nd now. Very good start for him. Kevin Rolled, as we said, dropped back 2 positions from the start. See if he can make anything of it. Lots of cars off track here. Kevin Rolled going to look. He's going to stay patient behind Saka. Oh, and he is going to have to take a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. That's going to cost Kevin Rolled his race. He's not going to make it back from that. Ryan Carwile has to check up a lot there. Got someone off track. Is that the number 5 car? William Lovejoy. Ryder Poe looking for a move around the outside. Can't get anything done. Lovejoy is going to go wide and cut the Rouge corner. He's going to have to give up position for that. Probably a slowdown penalty. Jack Linter with an almost 2-second gap. Oh, we've got a car squirrely back there. Is that the number 10, Braden Schultz? Just saves it. Good save from him. Alex Larson, Ryder Poe. This is a pretty big battle here. They've had drama in weeks past. We'll see if everybody can make it through cleanly. Contact there between Larson and Poe. Poe's going to have to back off. Larson takes the spot for now. This is a battle for 9th position. Poe looks to the inside. Poe's going to get alongside Larson. Poe is going to contact there. Poe's going to get the position for now. Larson's going to try and cut back, but he's not going to have anything for him. Poe gets up to 9th place. Larson going to look to the inside. He's going to go wide there. Not going to have a very good line. Poe is going to draw an even bigger gap to him. And Jack Linter with an insane, almost 5-second gap now. Very, very crazy. from second place, an amazing qualifying run. And he is now in the race lead by nearly 5 seconds.
Is that Larson
rejoining? Larson.
That is Larson rejoining the track.
Took a bit of air there on the sausage curb. We'll have to go check that incident back too. That's going to drop him back pretty significantly, putting him outside the top 10. Oh, we've got a spinner. That's a big crash. Who was that?
That was a huge impact.
Oh, man.
3 all over.
14. Trenton McMillan sliding out from 6th position. He's not going to be able to make that car back to pit road. He's going to have to pull it over at the end of the straight here. Very, very hard impact off of a Rouge. Not what you want to see this early in the race. Ooh, another car off track. Man, lots of incidents early on. I don't think we'll have a chance right now to see who that was. Larson a little wide there again. Hayden Saka getting pressured from the 82 of Joel Campbell for P3. He was just up in second place not too long ago. Ryder Poe going to look to the inside of Ahmed Bedeau. He's not going to get anything done here. Bedeau gets a little bit loose. Might give Poe an opportunity into turn 1, but it does not look like he's got anything for him. Larson still in the midst of lots of battling back here with the number 10 of Braden Schultz. Schultz going to be in the inside. Larson going to stick the outside. They're still going to be side by side. Schultz, a little bit of contact there. Schultz gets the position. And this is now a battle for P12, I believe.
Looked like a big overcorrection out of the hairpin for Larson as well.
Yeah, he might have gotten a little close to the wall. Poe used to be in that battle, but now he's up here fighting for 5th place. Ryan Carwile, who he lost 2nd place to last week in the Mazda Cup. You know, both of these two drivers up here have very fast pace. This should be a fun battle to see play out throughout this race. Poe all the way up into P7 after starting in 18th place. Very, very good charge for him so far, as we're only 8.5 minutes into the race. Definitely lots more time. Probably could get up to a top 5 here in this battle. Yeah, I believe coming to the line, Poe is going to be in 5th place. The car in front of him, Hayden Saka, I believe. No, that's going to be Joel Campbell. He's going to be in 4th place. Lada has not been able to shake Saka. They're still all right here for 2nd place. But Jack Linter, 8 seconds in front of everybody else. Dominating the day so far. Last lap was a 2:19.29. Yeah, I think Jack Linter is going to win this thing.
Yeah, he's just running away with it at this point.
Yeah, he's got no pressure from behind. He's got to be feeling good about this right now. Ryder Poe has made a mistake and has now dropped himself back into P7 after being up in 5th place not too long ago. Now he's going to have to work and regain those 2 positions that he just lost. Let's see, Saka's going to be in the tow here. He's not going to get anything done. It looks like Badeau looks to the inside of Carwile. Poe's just going to sit back and watch this. Carwile's going to hold him off. Badeau is going to lose momentum, and that's going to allow Poe to draw up closer to him, right over his back bumper. That's going to be very, very close. Badeau is going to go defensive here. Poe's going to hold the outside. Badeau has to take that very tight corner there. Poe is going to be on his outside, Poe to the inside. Poe and Badeau. Poe takes P6. Ryder Poe making time back already. But now he's lost a bit to Carwile in that little battle there. We'll see if he can catch Carwile. Let's go check in on this battle. Looks like Hayden Saka has lost P3 to Joel Campbell. Might have been a mistake, or he might have just outpaced him, but yeah, Saka falling back a little bit. Almost wonder if he got some damage at the start of the race.
It's highly possible.
Ahmed Badeau looking to make a move on Poe to the outside. Poe's going to block him. Badeau's going to have to back off and wait. Poe's going to hold on to P6. Tyler O'Toole in the number 3 car was your AM winner last week in the Mazda Cup. Currently sitting in P11 with Beverly Hinkle, who started the race in 3rd place and then was spun at the start by Kevin Roll. Trying to make some time back up from that. Larson pulling away from P10. But Beverly Hinkle is going to be in the tow. He might look to make a move on O'Toole here. We'll have to see. He's going to dive to the inside. Beverly Hinkle. Beverly Hinkle for 10th place. Gets the move done on O'Toole. And now Larson is going to be the next car in his sights. Poe has managed to close the gap to Carwile significantly. Badeau has been able to stick with Poe as of this past lap or two and get up there a little bit closer to Carwile as well with him. If Poe can keep this up, we might see a pretty cool 3-car battle here closer to the end of the race. This battle back here is definitely not over yet. Now the 15-car of Nicholas Stublecki takes, I believe that would be 12th place now from Tyler O'Toole. Actually, no, I think that's 11th. Saka dropping back more off the rear bumper of Joel Campbell. Campbell has not really been able to close the gap to Lada very much at all. Lada has kept a nice pace there. Jack Linter is lapping first car right now. McMillan is now 1 lap down. Stableski is going to try and look for a move on Hinkle, possibly on the back straight after a Rouge. Hinkle to the inside. Larson's going to stay on the outside. Hinkle is going to take P9 away from Alex Larson. Nicholas Stableski is also right there. Alex Larson is under attack now from Nicholas Stableski. Stableski's going to back off and play it safe for now. And this is all a battle for P9. Ryder Poe all over the back of Ryan Carwile. And it looks like we have lost Ahmed Badeau from this battle. Badeau has definitely made a mistake and has now found himself behind the Larson-Stablinski battle. And Stableski is going to be on the outside here. Larson's going to be on the inside, but now Stableski's going to be on the inside if he can hold it, which he does. Larson will have the preferred line into this corner. Stableski is going to have to back off. Will there be overlap? There still may be. But no, it looks like Larson clears Stableski. But Stableski's going to be back to the inside. Stableski does have damage on the front left of that Porsche. Oh, more contact. Stableski hits Larson. And that's going to cost them both a bit of time now. And Ahmed Badeau is going to all over the back of him. He's going to try and make it 3 wide, but he doesn't. He thinks better of it. Stableski and Larson still battling it away up here. Getting very, very door-bangy up here for this battle. Keep in mind, this is still only for 9th place. Badeau's going to back off. Play it nice and smart. Now Stableski and Badeau are both going to be in the tow. Larson will be under attack at the end of the straight. Oh, Larson off track. Larson is crashed out of this race. Very, very hard impact out of a Rouge.
That's the second one we've seen today.
Wow, hard impact. He's had to take a tow back into pit lane. Ryder Poe has been able to get past Ryan Carwile here for P5, all while that incident was taking place. Ryder Poe and Ryan Carwile are currently the closest battle on track. Joel Campbell is closing the gap to Brennan Latta ever so slightly. We could see a battle for P2 here opening up in these final couple of laps. Ryder Poe is going to try and hold off Ryan Carwile for 5th place. I'd say Poe should be very happy with this finish, if it turns out this way. All the way up from P18. Hayden Salka can now see Ryder Poe and Ryan Carwile in his rearview mirror. Definitely not something he wants to see, as Poe and Carwile have both been outpacing him these last couple of laps. Definitely could draw up into a 3-car battle for 4th place in the final couple of laps. We do still have 11 minutes of the race left though, so it's far from over yet. Carwile is going to have Ryder's tow. Doesn't look like he's going to try anything here. Oh, Hayden Saka spun out from 4th place. Ryder Poe and Ryan Carwile are going to move up into 4th place and 5th place. Disastrous for Hayden Saka right there. Andrew Herschel is now going to be looking to take P6 away from Hayden Saka. Herschel's going to have a run on him. Not going to take anything. Going to stick in line behind him. Carwile has closed the gap to Ryder Poe quite significantly. Poe's going to have a lot of pressure on him from Carwile, especially up through the straight after a Rouge. Hayden Saka is able to hold off Andrew Herschel for now. See if Saka makes any more mistakes. That 6th position is going to be Herschel's. Herschel to the inside. Backs off, thinks better of it. Herschel looks to the inside. He's not going to do anything with it. Playing it nice and smart there through the bus stop. Poe and Carwile are very close. Definitely is going to be a battle closer to the end of the race, if Carwile can keep up with him. Poe able to extend that gap to Carwile a little bit. Saka also extending the gap to Herschel for himself. Poe's going to hold off Carwile for another lap on the back straight. Carwile goes deep, off track. That's going to be a slowdown penalty for Ryan Carwile. Not what he wants to see here. And Poe now has no pressure for 4th place. This is going to draw Carwile back into the battle for 5th now, as Hayden Saka and Andrew Herschel are still going at it here. Herschel closed up that gap a lot through that last sector. Herschel putting the pressure on Saka. Saka's going to try and hold him off. He's going to be able to do it for now. Carwile is going to want to see this and try and extend that gap to them a little bit. Gain back up with Poe. Doesn't look like he's lost too much time on Ryder Poe, even with that slowdown penalty. Saka going defensive. Herschel going to try and get a run on him. See if he has anything for him. Doesn't look like he does for now. Will Herschel try and outbrake Saka into the bus stop? Saka goes a little wide there. Might leave the door open for Herschel. Herschel to the inside. They're going to be side by side going into the bus stop. Herschel just barely keeps it out of Saka. Saka's barely going to keep that P6. And now at this point, Poe has put a car in between him and Carwile, but Carwile is able to close that gap up very quickly to Poe in the last lap there. Kevin Rold trying to get some position back. He's back up into P13 now, or P11, after having to serve that drive-through penalty for jumping the start. O'Toole loses P11 to Kevin Rold, and Rold's going to be very defensive. Oh, Rold might have gotten a slowdown penalty as he gives a spot back to O'Toole with ease. I don't think he would have done that intentionally. And it does look like Rold also has some damage on the back of his car. Herschel still putting the pressure on Hayden Saka. Herschel goes a little bit wide. Saka wide into the sand. Herschel's still going to be right with him. Herschel's going to try and get a run on him. Herschel wide. That's not going to help him. Saka's going to try and stay in the toe of the lapped number 5 car of William Lovejoy. Saka goes wide. That might leave the door open for Herschel, and the 5 of Lovejoy is pulled off to let them by. Saka to the inside. Herschel on the inside now through the bus stop. They're going to make contact. Saka off track. They're still going to be overlapping here. Saka's going to have the inside. Herschel going to be on the outside. Saka's going to go a little bit deeper. Herschel's still going to overlap. Saka a bit loose through there. But Saka is able to defend for 6th place. Ooh, we got a car off track. Another spin out of a Rouge. Saka to the inside of Herschel. Herschel now to the inside. Saka to the outside. It's going to be overlap. Saka is going to get a very good run on Herschel. Herschel going to give him a nudge. Can't do anything with it, though. Man, Herschel's got to hate this. Saka's been able to put up a very good defense. Ooh, and now that we see it, Joel Campbell has lost quite a bit of time to Ryder Poe. Ryder Poe now might be able to aim for 3rd place. See, as Jack Linter, I believe, will be taking the white flag this time. Got about 2.5 minutes left of the race. We'll see if the white flag comes out this time or next time. Ooh, Herschel to the inside. No overlap. Herschel's going to try and slide in line behind Saka and take a toe. Herschel to the inside. They're going to be side by side. Saka on the outside. Herschel's going to have the preferred line, but Saka is able to keep it. Saka very wide through there. That might be a penalty. I don't know. Herschel, oh, almost contact. That could have ended disastrously for both drivers. Herschel has to go wide through there. Ooh, we've got a spinner in the back. That was the number 6 of Beverly Hinkle. Nothing's going his way tonight. I believe leader has taken the white flag. Yes, Jack Linter has taken the white flag. Brennan Latta about 7 to 8 seconds behind Linter. Linter is pretty much going to have this sealed off. His last lap was a 24.52 though, about 5 seconds slower than everybody else's. Saka's trying to get around the lapped car, or Ryder Poe, sorry, is trying to get around the lapped car, Alex Larson. Larson's not letting him by. This could be a penalty if he has a blue flag right now. Poe does manage to get by. Ooh, pretty big battle back here. Herschel able to get by Saka for 6th place. Alex Larson still battling Ryder Poe for some reason. Larson's a lap down. Really got nothing to fight for here. Should not be battling Poe this hard. This is going to allow Carlisle to catch up to both of them. Jack Linter coming through the last couple of corners. Onto the front straight. And Jack Linter wins it at Spa. AM class victory. And the race overall victory as well. Very dominating night for him. Carlisle comes across the line in P5. Ryder Poe in P4. Joel Campbell in P3. Brendan Lotta in P2. Jack Linter, your winner. The AM class winner and the overall winner. Very good night for him tonight. Herschel's going to come home in P7. Larson hard into the wall there. Nicholas Stubleski in P8. Kevin Rold in P9. Pretty nice for him, even after that drive-through penalty from his first place or pole starting position. Ahmed Bedeau rounds out your top 10. Number 3 of Tyler O'Toole in P11. Number 13, Christian Marrero in P12. Number 19 of Nick Roddy in P13. Number 10 of Braden Schultz in P14. Number 8, Dave Ocon in P15. Number 17, Ryan Collins in P16. Number 12, Alex Larson in 17th. Number 5, William Lovejoy in 18th. Number 6, Beverly Hinkle in 19th. And number 14, Trenton McMillan in P20. Well, let's see if we can get a couple drivers up here for some post-race interviews. Let's see who we've got here. Linter is not here right now. Brennan Lotta is here, so see if we can get him in. Hey, Brennan, you're up here in the commentator booth. How about that P2 finish? How did you get there exactly?
Just stayed consistent, and we were battling Joel for a little bit, but then he got a slowdown, and then I just stayed consistent.
All right. Any sponsors you want to thank?
I just want to thank my parents. Let's thank Xfinity for solid broadband the whole time, and that's it.
All right. Thank you, Brendan Lotta, for joining us up here, and congrats on the P2.
Thank you.
All right, and in P3, Joel Campbell. Let's get him up here. Hey, Joel, you're up here in the commentator booth. How about that P3? How'd you get here?
Just survival, and some of it, have my first podium in this league, so I'm kind of buzzing right now. Yeah, no, just was a nice clean race. Managed to make it out of a race start up the hill clean, and then from there just kind of make do with the pace, try to manage the slowdowns as best as we can, and just and yeah, keep it clean.
All right, well, congrats on the P3.
Cheers, thank you.
And let's see if we can get Ryder Poe up here for a post-race. He was the hardest charger, up from 18th, up 14 positions. Very good race from him here. Hey, Ryder, you're up here in the commentator booth. Very great race for you, I would say. You were up from 18th position, I believe. How'd you get up here?
Dude, it was one of the scariest and most adrenaline moments of my life. It just carving through the pack. We're talking about it right now, how beginning of the race was just crazy for me. If you want to take a look at that, but I am super surprised about myself too, and I think I've accomplished something good with that.
Yeah, you definitely did a nice job climbing up through there. So, what were your thoughts after your missed qualifying or your penalty for qualifying? Were you just thinking like survive and get through it, or what?
My goal really was to get a top 10, and I think I succeeded that goal a bit, and I'm happy about that. So, whatever it is, I'm happy for this race. I wish I could have gotten the top 3, but fourth, I will take it any time of the day from starting second to last. So, just want to shout out to Eat, Sleep, Sim, Repeat for everything they do for me. They really are one of the best sim lounges in Vero Beach, Florida. So you should check them out online. And that's really it. RPR, thank you. That's it.
All right, well, congrats on the P4 and the P3 in the pro category.
Thank you.
All right, Marcus, any thoughts on this race here?
That race was, I don't even know. It's like the first third of it was action everywhere, and then it kind of chilled out for a little while, and then towards the last third of it, things started ramping back up again and got crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anything else you want to say about it? Like, I don't know. Who'd you have your eye on the most through this race here?
I would say Larson, and until the crash, of course. Larson was one of them, and who else? If I can remember by name, um, well, one I don't remember by name, but of course by livery is the McQueen car. That was who again? Could you remind me?
Ahmed Badeau.
Badeau, yes. He was battling quite high up until a mistake, I assume, and then dropped it back a little bit. And then, of course, Ryder Poe coming from absolutely nowhere to everywhere, pretty much. Just an amazing drive.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to see if I can get up that first lap incident there that we saw, that big crash in the bus, or the Rouge. Let's see. Yes, right up here. The number 16. No. Number... Huh, who was that? 15. Okay. Alright, let's see what happened here. Ooh. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know.
Was there contact?
I'm trying to see that. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Badeau got him just a little bit. Ultimately, though, everybody else avoided it. That was pretty good avoidance from everybody else. Yeah, I think Badeau got him just a little bit.
Just the slightest of touches, too.
Yeah, maybe this is a better angle. Let's see. Yeah, definitely heard some contact in there. Yeah. Yeah, Badeau definitely got him. Oh yeah, that was the spin from Hinkle from second place. I think Rold got on him a little bit after he was already sideways. Yeah, he was sideways there. And then Rold. Just a big stack up from everybody there. Oh yeah, that was that big save from the number 10 of Braden Schultz. Oh yeah, that was Larson's off track. Looks like he just missed his braking zone. Yeah, very, very deep. Oh my, that was close. Was that Poe in front of him? That might have been Poe. Oof. Yeah, he might have some explaining to do. Oh yeah, that was Ryder Poe right in front of him. Oof. That, some could argue that that might have been intentional. Ah, yeah, that was the 14 McMillan's wreck out of the race.
It looked like both front tires up in the air.
Yeah, not quite sure what caused that. Oh, he just... I don't even know. Maybe not enough fuel in the car made it lift up a little bit, caught the air. That's crazy. Ah, yes, who was that? Marrero. So he spun, and then... Who spun off in the background up there? I didn't even see that. Who is that? So yes, 17. Number 17, Collins. He had an incident in here. Yeah, just lost it. Ooh, that's what cost Poe those spots there. Let's watch that. That was a good battle. So, Poe just goes a little wide, and that allows Carwile to catch up. And then Carwile's lunge right there maybe throws Poe off a little bit, and he gets a little airborne. And that cost him 2 positions. Oh, and there's contact from Badeau as well. Oh, goodness. That was William Lovejoy's incident to put him out of contention. Just hard impact off of a Rouge. We saw that many times today. Another one by McMillan once he does get back out on track. Airtime from Badeau, and that's what happens to Badeau there. Goodness, just so many incidents off of Rouge. And another one, Larson's again.
Seems like we're seeing the same thing over and over with so many cars.
Yeah, here's Saka's spin from 4th. Oof. Yikes. Another hit for Marrero. And this was Saka versus Herschel. There was big contact between the two. Forced Saka off track. And another hit from McMillan. He just cannot catch a break out there. Saka versus Herschel. That was close right there. Saw that live. Hinkle, another spin. And then after the race, Larson just sends it into the wall. Might have had a wheel disconnect or something. All right, well, that was the DRSCCA Summer Porsche Challenge with Aiden Morris and Marcus Rogers Jr. from Morris Rogers TV.